Gonna sit like you,
What happened?
like you like me? Or are you gonna sit all the way over there? Either way is fine with me. How you doing? How you been?
I'm okay. How are you? How you doing? How you been? Oof.
Um, I'm adjusting to new medication.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, or welcome to
Something. Welcome.
Right. Well, Red Wool. This is episode
Uh-huh. The one
um
after the last one.
maybe 7,
Mm.
maybe 8.
Mm.
I don't know. It'll be on the screen somewhere. Cause I seriously don't know what episode this is. Um, but yeah, I'm adjusting to some new medication, so I am tired, but I'm okay. It's Tomorrow is Mother's Day when y'all are watching this, so happy Mother's Day.
Oh, I was gonna
Almost.
say, no, it ain't. Happy Mother's Day. To the peoples.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Tomorrow for y'all also it makes a year since my daddy passed. Um, so it's been an interesting week. Uh, Gearing up for the day. I think we're going to my uncle's house. I think that's the plan because he said he was putting food on the grill.
Yes, I just need to confirm.
Right. So I'll have that little baby to distract me. Because she sure did the last time we were there attach herself to my person. Not because she actually wanted me to stay, but because she was mad at everybody else. And I was the closest thing to pick her up. So I would do. Um so I think those are the Mother's Day plans. Let us know what you guys have planned for Mother's Day. For those of you who are grieving a mother in whatever fashion you are grieving, whether it is because your mother has passed or because your mother is not in your life, whether it's because you um, have lost a child, because you have not had the opportunity to be a mother, whatever it is, because you are the mother to your siblings, because you are the mother to your nieces and nephews, whatever it is, have a happy, grieve if that's what you need to do, but take your space. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. And this may not be my mother's advice, but my advice is cuss them people out if you have to. I mean, you make yourself sick, you hold all them emotions in. You don't want to give yourself an autoimmune disease. Just cuss them out.
Wait, what happened?
Huh? You make yourself sick. You holding all that stuff in. Just let it out. It's better out than in. Just cuss them people out. They'll be all right. Just say it with your chest. It's okay. My mother wouldn't tell you to do that. Gay might tell you to journal or something. She gonna hand you a Yolanda Van Zant book or something. Me and Gail Maxine Glaspie, cuss them out. Get it over with. Everybody be all right.
You feel better now?
That's all. That's all you got to do. What's your advice for Mother's Day?
Advice that you gave me, actually.
What is it?
In my memories, a post that I wrote 10 years ago, actually.
Okay.
And I titled A Motherless Mother on Mother's Day because I was still struggling. So if that was 10 years ago, we were just on my 4th year without my mom. And my grief was loud and it was strong. It controlled me. And I was getting ready to get into bed and stay there. And somebody came to my door and said, I know you in your feelings and I understand and I'm going to let you get that. She said, but I just need you to remind you that my mother is not dead.
Oh.
And I said, oh. And it just made me shift like tilt. It didn't move my grief out of the way, but it made me very much aware that she was right. She did have a mother, and it wasn't fair for me to remove her ability to celebrate her mother and however she chose to do that. So she got me, as she used to say, two and together that year because I was like, oh. And she said, and she left and she let me, but she put me on notice that that was the last year that we was doing that. So
because we wasn't having we didn't have Christmas.
yeah, no.
We didn't have the holidays had stopped.
Yeah, shut all that
It was
stuff.
everything. It was like and again, back to me saying, although I said it jokingly, I've experienced all the evolution of gay, right? Like all the facets of her. I've experienced her grief as well, right? But that doesn't mean that I wasn't grieving too. So like, she lost her mother, but I also lost my grandmother. And just like she's living life for the first time, albeit older than me, I didn't know how to navigate that. Like, I needed my mother too. So yeah, her mom was gone, but how she was grieving her mother would pave the way for how I had to figure out how to grieve in the moment, right? How I figured out how to grieve grandma, but also I think how she saw me struggling to grieve Pop. Like, I've seen how she has shifted some things where she's seen me struggling and holding things in. It's made her adjust because she's figured out over the years, like, oh, Shelby is watching me and she got that from me, so I need to shift because I don't want her to do that sort of thing. But yeah, my mother was like, oh no, happiness? What's that, girl? To all of this, shut it down. It was dark in here. I mean, we were depressed as a family unit. Nothing. And I mean, we had glimpses. There were moments where good things were happening, but it was very much a grieving as a family unit. And again, she lost her mother, but I lost my grandmother, and grandma and Papa both were very much a part of my life from the second I was born up until the days that they died. Like, I didn't know what life was like without them. Same with Mama. Like, I didn't know. They were always there. That was my family unit.
When my grandmother passed away, no, but the grace of God is the reason I'm still here. But anyway, we said all that to say, grief is a very personal experience. And if you have not experienced personal grief, it's not a club, and not personal. I guess I want to say intimate, meaning like
a parent
or a grandparent,
or somebody that raised you.
Your inner circle,
right?
We've all lost. The aunties and the whatever's down the line, and it doesn't take away from any of that. But that intimate part of your everyday, if you haven't experienced that and you don't know what to say to someone that has experienced that, lean in. Come closer. You ready? Mum's the word. Don't say nothing. Don't ask them what happened to them. Don't ask them how long it has been. None of that matters. And you won't fully understand that until you are a card-carrying member of this club.
Yeah, I don't think... and I say this, what I'm about to say, with the understanding that the relationship that I had with my father, even in his death, was difficult, right? I've never in my life cried like that, right? I was so afraid for the moment that I got alone. Like, when I initially found out that Daddy was gone, which I think a part of me knew when my mom texted me and was like, call me. I knew what she was about to say to me. But once I got home that night, like, I did everything to avoid getting home because I knew what I was going to have to face once I got home. And I didn't want to be alone because I knew that was when it was like I was actually going to have my feelings. And I've never cried that bad before. And in my head, I said, if it hurts this bad with my dad, and I have like a difficult relationship with him, and the love that I have for him is innate, I actually like Gay. What's that gonna feel like? Like I actually like her. They're gonna have to tell. I'm gonna have to go with her. I don't know. What do we mean here? Somebody, what? So it's like my mom said. There's nothing. I don't know how to. Grief is difficult. Grief is difficult. I think it's ironic that the year anniversary of his passing is on Mother's Day. I feel like he did that on purpose, and that is in fashion of my daddy. That's something that he would do. So yeah, grief is interesting.
It is. It is. It is. Okay. Next.
You gonna show them what you gonna show them first? Because I technically
Why?
you on Sleep Island twice.
What? Can we talk about Vincent? Doesn't he watch?
Yes.
Okay. So he texted me for something else.
Okay.
And we went back and forth, and he got his answer. And then he sends me a meme of a person like creeping over a wall, like peeking.
Okay.
And then he says, "Did you finish that cardigan yet?" I almost called him a name. And it wasn't Vincent or Williams.
That's my friend.
Yes, he did.
That's my friend. That is
That's
my
what he
friend.
That's what he did. So, update on my projects. My sleeve is still sleeving. And I put it aside because I am an affiliate for Knit Collage. So for those of you that are knitters, I'm sure you're familiar with Knit Collage. If you're not, it is a yarn company that specializes in novelty yarns, I guess is the best way to say it, because like they do the big chunky, the thin and thick. Specialty yarn is, I guess, what I want to say. The thick and thin kind of yarn. They have yarn that's actually just strips of cotton. They have yarn that is just like the other top that I'm going to make is a ribbon, for a lack of better words.
Like the purse was. Remember the one with the bag?
Yes, that one was cotton.
With the same
that's
kind
cotton.
of, okay.
But so remember the cardigan I made? I wore it when we went to see Beyonce's mom.
Miss Tina.
Yes. Remember the thing I had on?
Yes.
That material.
Okay.
That same ribbon is, I'm going to do a tank. So anyway, what I'm saying is I paused on that to do this because I'm an affiliate and I have my own link. And in order for me to try to encourage people to join the knit along, I started on the project. So I am basically finished. I just need to pick up the stitches around the sleeve and do what Shelby calls one bump. One flat, one bumpy.
That is
around the sleeves, and this will be finished. And weave in the ends of the yarn. But when it's this thick, I can felt them, and then I'll have to worry about. I could do a needle felt, and they won't.
I was trying to explain to my uncle what ribbon was. And I was like, you see, it's kind of flat. It's kind of not flat right here. And he was looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, yes, you do.
But I probably could have finished this sooner, but there's a technique in here that I know how to do, but it always makes me pause. So I put it down before I started that so I would be in the right frame of mind to get this collar right. And the collar is done, and I will finish the sleeves. Well, not the sleeve because it's a vest. It's just finishing, putting ribbing around. So I'll probably just be picking up and going around one time and binding off. And that'll be done. And then I'm going to start the tank top.
Okay.
Which shouldn't take any time. That's knit bottom up. It's just a matter of me getting it long enough before I do separate and do the sleeves. And then I will get back to. But I did pick it up the other night and I did a couple rounds. before I fell asleep.
Vincent ain't have to do you like that.
He didn't have to do me like that, but that's okay though. He gonna need me. But that's my
Are there still tickets left for Ohio? I can put the link in the thing.
I when I put up my last upload on my channel, I went to go do the same thing and I couldn't find it on their website.
Okay,
so I'm
so
thinking
no
that
more.
it's sold out.
Okay.
And that's a retreat that Shelby is going to join me on in the end of July.
Yes.
It rolls right into the first week of August. It's in Ohio. The yarn company is Around the Table Yarns, and it's on a farm. All the food is farm to table. The little cabins are cute. It's a good time.
I'm excited to go.
Yeah, it should be. It should be fun. So that's my update. I brought my needles out here, but I said I'm not even gonna try to do what I need to do and talk to you guys at the same time. I know I'll make a mistake. So
What have you been reading? Wait,
Sis,
somebody asked about this. They called it a bear. He's not a bear. This is Baby Shoop. He's called Baby Shoop because I think the singular of sheep should be Shoop. Okay? Just like the plural of moose is meese. Don't ask me no questions. A woman made this for mom after her surgery. I don't know if she sells them. I know that she is in Australia or New Zealand, I believe. Australia. Mm-hmm. But it is handmade. I don't know if she sells the patterns either. But this is Baby Shoot.
yes.
But he is not a bear. Don't disrespect my baby. He gets to live out here because Gunner is no longer with us.
Right.
When we got him, Gunner was still with us, and Gunner was excited because Gunner thought he was like, "That is for me," and no, Baby Shoop is not for you because Gunner would have ate him. And I actually could take Dobby. Dobby is a free elf.
Yes.
I could take Dobby off the refrigerator because he's a free elf. I couldn't move Dobby around the house because Gunner was going to eat him too. So Dobby has lived in the kitchen. I have a lot of Stuffies because I tend to, it's my nature to want to collect Stuffies. I have a bunch of Baby Yodas that I had to keep away from Gunner because if Gunner got a hold of it and it had fluff in it, the fluff was going to be on the outside.
True.
So yeah, it's not
True
a bear, it's the
indeed.
Baby Shoop. And it's orange and purple because those are our colors. And yeah, that's his name.
Baby Shoop.
But he is crocheted. And there are a ton of crochet patterns out there. Like if you did want to make something crochet.
Yes, true.
There are tons.
Of books about.
Tons.
I can't say it right. Aragorumi or however you say it. But there's a lot of books out about it.
What you trying to say?
What they call that. With the animals and the stuff. But yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, what you call my mother?
So, what have I been reading?
Yes.
Well, last time we were together, we had decided we wanted to do some fantasy.
Yes.
And I jumped in. I think I started that night.
Right. I have had to just stuff with my health, so my reading has taken a turn, so I did not get to read Dragonblind, even though it was my intention to do so.
Yes, so Dragonblind, Iman Christians is the author. It is a series. The second one comes out
Next month?
Yeah, June something. It doesn't have it in here. But the summary is Princess Asha has always defied the brutal expectations of her warrior empire. When a life-altering injury shatters her vision and her future in the Ujima military, she's cast into the dragon pits. In a kingdom where dragons are nearly extinct, their eggs are a myth. Asha, now a blind dragon keeper, inherits 3. Although a pawn in their political games, her lack of sight sharpens her other senses, allowing her to perceive truths no one else can. But when the egg's existence makes her a target, she's forced into an arranged marriage to secure her family's power. Enter Adriel, a morally gray prince from a rival kingdom who offers her an alliance instead of a wedding ring. He wants the eggs for his own reasons, but neither expects the electric pull between them or the dragon, Drakkar, who whispers to Asha of a hidden dragon colony in the northern mountains. As their journey unravels the egg's secrets, Asha faces an impossible choice: reclaim her birthright as a royal pawn or ignite a revolution to restore the dragonkind's freedom. But in an empire where trust is lethal and blind girls are meant to be silent, survival will demand she rewrite the rules with fire. Once cast out into the belly of dragons, she will take her power back and burn the empire to the ground. And baby, baby, baby. So, I think what I love about it the most is that the dragons are characters in the books.
So do they
They're
speak
not.
like in
Yes.
they do like in
Yes.
what's that lady name? Rebecca Yarros? And those with the girl they be hunching
Them
and she
people.
set stuff on fire?
Them people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But one of the reasons that she's shunned is because in this village, everybody's born with a power, if you will.
Okay.
And by a certain age, your power manifests itself, and hers did not. So they assumed that she didn't have one.
Okay.
Which was why, one of the reasons her father and the brothers treated her so bad.
Okay.
But her power was being able to talk to the animals, like all of the animals.
So do they only talk to her like in her head? Is it telepathy?
Right. She can. No one else can hear them.
Oh.
Like to other people, it sounds like the dragons are roaring.
Oh, but to her, it's okay.
They're talking.
Okay.
And then with the main dragon, when she's riding him,
Mm-hmm.
she can see through his eyes.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, she gets the eggs because she's a dragon keeper. They all felt like dragons couldn't fly because they hadn't flown in years.
Uh-huh.
For whatever they were, whatever they found something that would tame the dragons, for lack of better words. But they caught a wild dragon, and when she was going to meet the dragon and see what was going on, the dragon was talking to her, and she thought she was going crazy because she looking around like, who is that?
Right.
And that's the mother of the 3 eggs.
Oh, okay.
But she scratches her on her leg and tells her, you have to take care of these eggs. You have to keep them safe, and their father will find you. So all through the book, all through the stuff that's happening to her, I'm like, where the hell is Dragon Daddy? Because I'm gonna need him to set all this on fire right now. Because they took her through it. Everybody was taking advantage of her. The one guy that figured out he had followed her, so he saw her interacting with the dragon, but because he couldn't hear, he didn't understand what was going on. He thinking she crazy.
Okay.
But he saw the eggs, and he wanted them because his kingdom didn't have any dragons.
Okay.
So he felt like if they could have, even if he could have one, and they could raise the dragon, their kingdom would have some power. So, he betrays her. But once Dragon Daddy showed up, he was like, "Can I kill all of them? I could just." What happened? Because every time she was like, something was going on. He said, I could just. No, don't do that. Okay.
Oh, okay, because I can handle that.
He was like, what happened? You want me to? No? All right. Well, you do it your way. I'll be over here. I'm gonna go over here. You call me if you need me. And like he could feel her, like she got distressed. And when she finally figured out that if she called him mentally, he would answer her. And he was like, I'm already on my way. I felt your distress. So the times
Baby,
like she kept...
I wish I had a dragon. You know how much stuff I wouldn't worry about if I had a dragon?
Listen.
That's probably why God didn't give me one.
And then it's like a whole, like it says in the synopsis, there's a whole dragon world.
Oh.
that he takes her to, and they're like, it's the females. The female's father is the king in the dragon land, the one that died, because she died.
Oh, okay.
But and she got to go through this test to get in there. You know, it's good. It's a good book. Like, I'm eager, and they left you. Like, cause she had a choice to get her sight back, and she said, "I don't need it because I can see." Like, her senses, she really, you know, she.
Okay.
It was good.
Well,
It was good. So if you like dragons, if you like,
okay,
you know, because you got your dragons, you got the romance, you got betrayal, you got family drama, you know.
if it's that good, then I need to wait until part 2 come out, and then I'll read them back to back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
right.
mad.
Because you're right. You're gonna be mad.
I'm gonna be mad.
And then after that, you know, I just kind of go through stuff, whatever pops up. But right now, so just to kind of give you an idea of how my brain works, I've listened to 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is why the people want you to get a Storygraph account.
6, 7.
Right, they want you to
8,
get a Storygraph account so that they can keep track of how
9.
much you're reading.
So I done listened to 10 other books since then.
In 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right, this is why they want you to track your reading.
Okay, I ain't. But right now, I got excited because our very first episode was about 72 hours with the Unhinged Menace, right? And you stopped at the first one. I kept going. Well, that's when we found out that we started at the end, if you will.
Right.
And I went back.
Right.
And read all the business, got caught up with all the peoples. And I had read whatever was available at that point. So I want to say book 1 and book 2. And I don't know when I decided to follow the author on Facebook, but when she was announcing that the 4th and final one was out, I was all excited, waiting. I was up anyway, waiting at midnight on Kindle Unlimited, looking for it. Finally found it, started reading it. I'm like, wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
This ain't the way it ended. What happened? So I realized that I had missed the whole book. So I had to go back. So I read 3. I'm in 4 right now. And as I always say, I love me some cartels and rivals and
so then I
forced
think you're gonna
marriage
like
and
the one that
all
I
the
started.
things. So I'm enjoying that.
I think you're gonna like the one that I started. So I started reading Velvet and Venom.
Yes, you sent me that.
And King ain't got no good sense. So he raised in the street. He's the head of this syndicate. His father went to jail for drugs and stuff like that. It was just him, his mom, and his brother. They got tired of seeing their mom having to work all these jobs to help them survive. They started trying to get into the streets. They got his brother killed. He started, selling drugs and stuff. Somebody tried to set him up. He killed that dude, and he worked his way up. So now he got his clean businesses, so on and so forth. The female main character, her name is Simone, but she goes by Honey. She's a stripper, but she's also in school. She's 24, 25. But she's seen her father cheat on her mother all these years, so she's not really pressed about falling for a man or whatever. She basically like, spend your money and then get out my face.
Right.
Well, he sees her and he like, I want you, and I always get what I want. And she was like, I'm not you, this ain't what you think it is.
Right.
And he was like, how much you want to bet? So he come to the strip club and she dancing on some dude, and he leaned over and whispered in her ear. He was like, stop dancing on him before I air this B word out.
Oh.
And
Okay.
she just looked at him and he was like, you want to try it? Like, what you try? And he was like, thank you, pretty girl. Thank you for listening. And she was like, you can't just come in. You just gonna mess with my money like that? And he was like, for now, I'll let you work. I'll let you make your little money for now. He was like, or I could burn the building down. Figure it out. So that should be interesting. But I think her father is who had them boys selling drugs in his hood.
Okay.
But it's 5 books altogether, and the other 4 are the rest of his the men from his syndicate, who he calls his brothers.
Okay.
So I'll read through those.
You know, I like that. I like when it's.
I finished. Excuse me. I don't know if y'all know, but Jesmyn Ward is one of my all-time favorite authors, and some of them heifers in my book club was talking about something they had never read Jesmyn Ward before, and I said, "You're not going to embarrass me." So we read Sing 'em Berry Sing, and I didn't do the book discussion. I did a reading vlog, which I'm actually gonna make public, so y'all can see like what we read and how we discuss it or whatever, in case y'all want to join my book club. And this was really good. I forgot how good of a book this is. I just feel like Toni Morrison would love her. Like, Toni Morrison would be so proud of this baby. This book was just so good. It's hard to put down. It's I don't even really know what to tell you. It's about so many things. If you haven't read Jesmyn Ward, you should read Jesmyn Ward. Sing 'em Berry Sing is a good place to start. I would prefer if you started with her memoir, which is called Men We Reaped, which I'm probably going to do a reread of, because of where I am in my life, I probably need to read that book again and get a real good cathartic cry out of it. So that's good. I read that. I only read 5 books in April, and I feel like we should check me and see if I'm sick or something. Check my brain. I did get a copy of John of John by Douglas Stewart. This will be my first Douglas Stewart novel. I'm very interested in reading this. We'll see where it goes. I'm going into this blind. I'm not going to read the synopsis. It's been recommended a lot. High hopes. So we'll see. And then Mom is reading the synopsis. Does that sound good to your insides?
It does.
Oh, well, I'm about to start reading that tonight. What I will be reading tonight is Leave Your Mess at Home. This is by Tolani Akinola. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I am a huge fan of African literature. One of my all-time favorite books is the Crazy Lives of Baba Sebi's Wives. What is it? The Secret Lives of Baba Sebi's Wives.
Whose wives?
Hold on. I got to look it up. That was a good time.
I want to look this up because that little synopsis sounds good.
The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's Wives.
Add it to my wish list. Okay, what about it?
That's a dang good book.
Okay.
So the man, he takes place in Nigeria. He has 3 wives already, and he brings in the 4th wife, and the 4th wife is having trouble getting pregnant, and all the other wives are blaming her.
Okay.
Come to find out, ain't none of them kids his.
Oh.
And slowly but surely, we're finding out the stories about the other 3 wives and the secrets that they have been telling to keep up the facade. Messier than a rib sandwich, I tell you that much.
Not a rib sandwich.
And that book was so good. I'm surprised you don't remember me talking about that book. My mouth was open the whole time I was reading it.
No, I don't.
Oh, that was a good book. I haven't read a book by an African author that I did not absolutely love. Yeah, The Secret Lives of Baba Sage's wife. It was like one thing after another. You turn the page, it was something every time, and it was like he was talking so bad to that fourth wife. Oh, and then she was like younger than the other wives, but she was the wife that had all the degrees and the whatever. And she thought they was like putting roots on her and poisoning her food, and that's why she couldn't get pregnant. All this stuff, whole time. And I was like, that's why you don't mess with old men. They give you worms.
They do.
Nasty old man shooting dust. That's what it was.
That sounds good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this tonight. I was supposed to start the other night, but
You know, the first thing I did was check to see if it was on audio because I will read with my eyes, like Shelby says, if I have to.
If I have a hard cover of it,
Yeah, you're gonna read it.
no. If it's a physical copy like this,
Yeah.
there's an audio book.
Oh, okay.
If it's an ebook, probably ain't no audio book.
Okay.
That's how you know.
All right. Well,
That's how you can tell.
I added it to my wish list.
Oh, we got Alex's book in the mail that comes out soon.
Yes. And I'm so excited for her. So what? Last I looked, Philly is sold out.
Okay.
LA is sold out. And I need you guys to check the schedule and go sell the rest out because they changed the dates, we can't attend because
right,
we definitely would be in her
we
face.
would have been going and we had tickets.
Yes.
Front row, literally.
Yeah.
Was gonna be sitting right in her face. I started reading it. I'm working my way through. You know, Alex has a way of gently calling you to the front and holding up a mirror to you. And it's interesting because as a person that does have her phone number, I be texting her like, all right, girl, you can say it to my face, girl. But no, she has a very eloquent way of revealing herself as she also calls you to the front.
Yeah.
So it's never pretentious. It's never self-righteous. Like it's never there's never any hierarchy to it. She doesn't think she's better than you.
Yes, no, not at all.
It always comes from a place of love and care.
Yeah.
And I love that about her.
Yeah.
So make sure you grab the company we keep. And even if you are not ready to read it today, right? Because this is about friendship. And I think as Black women, as women in general, friendship is hard for us. It's funny because I've been watching, I have to stop calling that show White Roots. I mean, I'm gonna offend somebody one day.
Yeah, I'm sure you have already.
Right. Because between that and what did I say I was reviewing yesteryear, and I said, you know, white women and white adjacent women, and somebody in the comments has said, and what does white adjacent mean? And I responded and said, well, you. I was like, I can't do anyway. Not White Roots. The Handmaid's Tale in the Testaments. As I've been watching the Testament, something that has been standing out to me is this emphasis on not allowing the girls to be friends, right? And I think something that is important to girlhood is friendship. And when they pit the girls against each other, it does something. And I think what Gilead does is they make certain women feel like they do have power because they're pitting them against other women, and it makes them forget that they trying to kill us all, girl.
Right.
They trying to kill us all. So friendship is very important. It is important for girls to have some semblance of girlhood, whether that is in the Girl Scouts, whether that is if they are cheerleaders, whether that is some sort of sport or whatever the case may be. Friendship is important. And you also should have a group of friends as you get older. And I think the girls that that pride in themselves, I don't have female friends, I hang out with the boys, stay away from them hoes. The best woman in your life is the one that actually hates men. It's me. Stay away from them hoes that don't keep female friends around them. They don't understand womanhood. They don't understand the power of sisterhood, and they are dangerous. So this book is really going to call to the front that the reason that you probably can't be a good friend is because you aren't a good friend to yourself. And the only way that you are going to be able to maintain good friendships is when you start to maintain a good relationship with yourself. And until you can face yourself, you're not going to be able to face anybody else. So all those issues that you're having with these people and in these relationships, it's not even really with them, it's with yourself. You got to face you. Point blank in the period. And until you can do that, and you can take that and you can put it in whatever conversation. You can't get the job that you want until you face whatever it is you want change or do. Like you got to stop procrastinating, right? And if you don't face it, you can't stop procrastinating if you don't face yourself. You can't get the romantic relationship you want if you don't face yourself. You can't do this, whatever it is. You can apply it in all different directions. You got to face yourself. That's who your beef is with. And you can kick and scream and say that it's somebody else's fault until you are blue in the face, until that, if that's what feels good for you, okay, fine. But you have to face yourself. So get the book. You might cry a little bit. It might hurt. But you probably need it. It might actually make you a better friend. I'm not gonna call you sis though, because I hate when people call me sis. I had to tell somebody the other day, I'm not your sister, not even in Christ.
And if you are like me and you prefer audio, Alex is narrating the book, so
not even in Christ, okay? But yeah, it's so far it's really good, and it's written in a way that is very tangible. I also think I am also a self-help book proclaimed hater. I'm usually highly against. So that should also tell you how well the book is written, because I'm so against. I hate them. But Alex's books have always pulled me in and have always met me in a place that I can receive them. So, yeah.
So again, if you're not familiar, Alex L is who we're talking about. Look her up. Check the dates of her tour. It's pretty much in all the major spots. But like I said, LA is already sold out. Philly is already sold out. And when the last book came out was when we went to see her the first time. And that was a good time. That was a good time. She's
Yeah, I think the last time we went to see her, she had me in there sniffling snot, and I told her I wasn't coming back. And she was like, "See you next time, Shell." And I ain't coming.
Yeah, no, definitely worth it. What was the other book? The one before this?
Open the book and look. They're usually.
It usually says New York Times bestseller because she hit the New York Times bestsellers
No, okay,
list
so
for.
when the author writes books, right, and then there should be a list of what they wrote. Give me it.
It's not there.
Hand it here.
What's the name of the perfume?
How We Heal?
There you go.
Why it ain't in here though? Go get you a copy.
Yes, please do. And get tickets for the tour.
Yes, go see my friend.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
I don't think I got anything else.
Definitely worth it.
Oh, something else that y'all can pre-order. Deshaun Charles Winslow, his new book comes out in June. This is The Fervent Whites. Very excited about this. He is one of my favorite authors, and I'm so excited to know him and to call him a friend. I've read all his books and started reading this one. And this one I think is gonna be good too. When I had put on Threads the other day that my mother was not Gigi and that you were GG, he was like, "You tell them that Gigi is in the book, not in real life." I said, "That's right, friend." He was like, "If they want a Gigi, tell them go order the book." I said, "That's right." But I'm very excited about the Fervent Whites. I've loved both his other books. He writes mysteries. He'll put you kind of in the mind of a Walter Mosley. The first two books are like sister books. They take place in the same world, like in the same town, and have similar characters in them. And this one is a little bit different, but I think this is going to be the book that I read on the plane. Because my sister was like, "Are you going to bring reading with you?" And I was like, "I'm not going to be able to read when I'm." And she was like, "Yes, you can." She was like, "I'll make a little spot for you." And her voice got high pitched like mine do when I'm excited. I was like, "That's not." I'm glad you think that that's what's gonna happen. That is so nice. Your intent is so great.
I was gonna say something. Oh, people that refer to me as GIGI don't realize that GG are my initials, my name, Gay Glaspie.
That's her all day into tomorrow, and it's the initials for everybody else except for me.
And Mama.
Oh, and Mama. Gay Glaspie, Gail Glaspie, Gary Glaspie.
2 Gordons.
Gordon.
3 Gordon. Well, no, his last name ain't Glaspie.
Yeah, I was gonna say the boys don't have
our last name.
G. So yeah, everybody is GG. And then my father, he kept the TL. Everybody TL but me.
Because you're unique.
Because my mama said
no.
In capital letters.
With a straight face.
But I thought you said if I was a boy, y'all was going to name me.
Yeah, no, you was never. Only way you would have been a T is if you were a boy.
Okay.
You would have been a TJ because I would have named you after.
But you wasn't going to name me like Tanya, Tamara.
No. None of that ever crossed my mind.
Tiana.
And I can't say that I was even on the whole, let me find a book of names. I don't know why. Something just needed to touch me. And I mean, in light of everything that you've gone through, it kind of sucks that your name is Shelby and I got it from the movie that I got it from. But
drink your juice, Shelby.
Listen.
If I ever do get married, I want you to know that my colors will, in fact, be blush and bashful. Y'all, when I got diagnosed with diabetes, it's not funny. My mother got my name from Still Magnolias, and when I got diagnosed with diabetes, after we both kind of just sat there and had a little moment, thought about it, whatever, I looked up and said, well, I guess I got the name and the diagnosis, and my mother did not find that funny.
No.
It was not funny to her at all, and I cackled.
No, it wasn't
yes,
funny.
I did.
But I was in love with that movie just before we ended. Like literally, back then you had to get the VHS from the store. I would rent it and I would watch it over. And rewinding it was an issue. Rewind it, watch it over, rewind it, watch it over. It was time to take it back and rent it again and bring it back. And that one particular night where I was waiting for him, I watched it. He waited until I finished. He went to take it back. And Cops came on. And where were they?
Shelby.
In Shelby County, Georgia. And I was like, there it is. That's the name. That's the name. And your Aunt Lee gave you your middle name.
Well, there we have it. Yeah, somebody said to me once, they were like, they thought I called myself Shelby Monet because of Janelle Monet. And I was like, no, this is my actual name. And they were like, oh. I thought you were a Janelle Monáe fan. And I said, I can't even really tell. And this is no offense to Janelle Monáe. I can't even really tell you the name of a song of hers off the top of my head real good.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is actually my name. And spell it right.
Right. All of it.
SHELBEYMONAE.
Give
Okay.
her ease.
Right. Give me my ease. My mama, and the only person that can call me anything different is my auntie Lee. She called me Elizabeth. And she called Gay Denise.
Make it make sense.
The other day I called Jay. I said, Jay Elizabeth. And her father was like, is that your name? And you know what she said?
What?
Yes. And I said, that's right. You know your name. Because I sure do call that baby.
So, we will read, not necessarily that we will be reading some of the same things. I mean, maybe when I finish reading what I'm reading, if you're going to start, bring your mess with you, maybe I'll pick that one up and we'll have something that we've read together.
Yeah, I think so. I have to go tomorrow for a scan. I think we'll see what comes of that. And then we're traveling.
You're traveling first. I'll be here.
Right. So
Oh, excuse me.
I'm traveling next week. So we're going to have to record early next week.
That's fine.
So we probably won't read anything together next week. And then we're going to take a break while we're gone.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe we could do more like vlogs, because you plan on going to bookstores while we're out there, right?
I mean, yeah, but we can also just take a break.
Okay.
We could just
Okay.
and just enjoy
Okay.
being in California. My uncle wants to take me to Disney. So, I'm going to Disney. So yeah, y'all get an episode next week. I don't know how much more I'll be reading by then. Probably a few more books. Anything else?
Nope. That's it. That's all.
See y'all next week. For real, I'll see y'all next week. I said that last time and then it's been 2 weeks. I'll see y'all next week. For real, next week.